Guys, what's going on? I wanted to make a video today about the chest rig that I use for training when I go to TAC. This thing is awesome. I got this from a company called One Tigris. This is their Vulture harness. This is more of a firearms harness because it does have slots for like 5.56 magazines, but in everyday training, this works perfect for me. It holds all my small accessories that I need while I'm out on the range. It holds, actually the mag pouches are perfect to hold a cell phone if you have a rangefinder, multi-tool, things like that. So I'll walk through real quick what I got. By no means is this is standard. This is just personally what I feel is beneficial for me on the range. If you guys want to switch it up, by all means, but I thought it'd be helpful for you guys out there who are just getting into archery to see what would be in a chest rig like this. So first thing, we'll go from my left to the right is my rangefinder. I have a Vortex Ranger 1300. This thing is awesome. You can get these at Cabela's. You can get them at Bass Pro Shop. You can get them online. If you go online, you can look at different retailers that'll be in your area. Search by zip code, you could find one. If you don't have a rangefinder and you've just gotten into archery, I would heavily suggest doing it. I will be doing a video later on about how to shoot without a rangefinder. The first like month, 2 months that I had my bow, I didn't buy a rangefinder. I couldn't afford it at the time. Because they can be expensive. A decent one, you want to have slope angle compensation with it, so it'll run you about 150 bucks and up. So again, they can be expensive, but they are imperative to have, especially you have to have one when you're hunting so you know exact distances. So this is always with me on the range. And again, that's the Ranger 1300 series. I always keep in the 5.56 mag pouches back here. Keep one of my hunting knives. Again, this one I got from my buddy Noah here in Austin. His tag is Raw Chocolate Man. If you guys are in the area or if you want one shipped to you, guy's awesome. He makes really good quality knives. First pouch here, you're gonna have your wind detector. This is great, again, super helpful when you're shooting. If you're going especially longer distances, you wanna check the wind direction. That way you can make little adjustments here and there. The wind's blowing left or right, it's blowing pretty heavy, you're gonna need to compensate for that as you're aiming and shooting. Allen wrench tool. This is imperative to have if you have any type of adjustable sight, even if you have a fixed sight and you need to make micro adjustments. If there's anything that gets loose on your bow, things like that, you have to have one of these. These are imperative. These will save your life in certain situations. And then I hold my release in here as well too. This one's my trigger release. I also run a thumb release as well. So this one is by True Ball. It's a great release. I love this thing. It's super reliable. In the front pouch, I hold, this company is badass. So you can write with these anywhere. They're water resistant. These are called Write in the Reins. They make a pen, they make a notebook. So if you go camping, hiking, shooting, whatever it is, hunting, these are super important to have. You will not mess anything up with these. Ink doesn't run either, so these are great. I also carry extra sight tapes, calibration tapes. If you change arrows or if you change any type of like components on your arrows, things like that, you're gonna need to change your sight tape because you will have either a faster or a slower sight tape depending on how heavy or how much lighter your arrow is. So it's always good to have these on here. My hunting license is also in here as well. Just always good to have on you. It's a good practice. You never want to go too far without that thing, especially when you're in a hunting scenario. Another thing I have is just a small little jar, and this jar is going to hold random things for my arrow components. Got broadheads in here, bludgeon tool. You've got extra nocks in here as well. Again, when you're on the range, if you're shooting for any extended period of time, you miss a shot. Sometimes even when you hit the target, you'll hit the steel frame in there and you can mess up a field tip. So it's always good to have extras. Keep those on you. It's super important. Oh, and then I'll also keep a little microfiber towel. It's awesome for your rangefinder. You need to have that as well too. That thing can get dirty as well while you're out on the range. Last couple things in here. Keep sunscreen. Again, out in the sun. It's good to keep your face covered. I've got bowstring wax as well too. Sometimes that can get neglected if you shoot a lot like I do. You want to keep your bowstrings in great condition. Don't let them get dirty. Don't let them stay wet. So if they do start to fray or anything like that, you need to get them changed. But it's good practice every 300 shots, 400 or 500 shots, whatever it is. put a little bit of bow wax on your strings, rub it in well. It'll help keep them in great shape. Super important to do for that. And the last thing I have is an actual multi-tool. Again, this is just beneficial to have. This is going to have a serrated knife, a regular knife. It's got some bits in there for a screwdriver, Allen wrench, and then you've also got a hammer, and you've got a set of pliers on here as well. So that's what I keep in my rig, guys. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or anything like that, I'm going to drop the names of the brands and everything that I keep in here so that we've got it. But if you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up. Hope y'all are getting after it. Have a great day.